Hello there. I wanted to make a comment about Cenk Uyghur. I just wonder if you could almost say his behavior is very much like Donald Trump. Now, if you overreact, just bear with me. I posted a video about him the other day, and right away I got 3 comments from fans of his who made ad hominem attacks, much like he does. Recent days, he's attacked Aaron Mate, made ad hominem attacks against him, never against the substance, mind you. It's always about the person, what we call ad hominem. He did the same against Jimmy Dore. Didn't attack what he said, didn't go over the issue, just made disparaging comments about it. And he's done the same against Glenn Greenwald the other day. And it shows that it's hard to attack or debate those 3 individuals on the merits of what they say. So you just call them a liar, you call them, you make references to Nazis, is what he did. And then try to get the person you're talking to, or the viewers who are listening on, I think it was The Rising he did it, to agree with you based on the insults you make. And I thought this is not the way things should be done. And so the fans of his who made comments about me did the same thing. Didn't debate on what I said about him, because what I said was very mild and correct. They just made attacks against me. And I thought this is what Trump did. And so this is reminiscent of what Dennis Miller brought up, who I enjoy. He's a very good comedian. And he said people on the left do the same thing that people on the right do, attacking the person very vehemently, and there seems to be no listening or willing to listen to the argument on the merits, right? And so I can see this now having a wider impact on society. No one wants to listen to the other person, the other side. They just attack them or try to do something to win the argument by making disparaging remarks. This is not a good trend, but it's certainly a trend you can see, noticeable. And so I just wonder where it's going to end and why people on the left have a holier than thou attitude, especially on TYT. They don't want to listen to people who are making, to me, solid arguments, like Aaron Mate. Anna Kasparian starts saying F you, and I don't want to listen, and wrap up the podcast. Why? Because he made a sound reason argument that you can't debate or you don't like. That's not discourse. And so if you're following TYT, just know that. Know that it's true that Cenk used to make comments about girls body shaming them, doing a lot of sexual remarks. This is not something you can look away from. It's irrefutable. That happened a lot, as Jimmy points out. And instead of apologizing to Aaron Mate, now they've started a feud with a lot of people, and they've lost a lot of viewers and certainly a lot of respect from people who can see what they're saying. Cenk did support bombing Syria, but now says he didn't. And if anybody brings it up, he calls them a liar. Well, you can't change things you said in the past. The evidence is there on the internet. So I think he's lost a lot of credibility. I didn't like it when Alex Jones crashed his set, but I remember thinking the way Cenk acted or reacted to it showed a lot about his personality. I also recall when he was at the airport filming himself, and he didn't like what the airport representative had to say, Cenk went crazy on him, displaying a pretty poor attitude, and then was banned from the flight. These things show Cenk's behavior and not in a good light. And that's why I simply asked the question, why would anyone continue to listen to him? I'm not saying you can't, I'm just asking why. I no longer listen to him. I think he's really gone downhill, and his morals seem to be on display. So that's all I did, and I just wonder what he has to say about that, because it doesn't make him look good. Okay?